Yo guys, what is up? Whoa, how many people have we got here? Just choosing the map and then I will just choosing the map, just getting a drink. I need to update the title actually. It looks like it's not $25, it's more. Got my favorite drink, chocolate milkshake. Professional host, always professional host of me. Alright, I need to update the score. Not the score. I need to update the title of this. So apparently it's $50. Okay, title is updated. I'm gonna choose observer. Kick this guy. And then I guess we're gonna start on Tournament Desert. I don't know. So yeah, welcome everyone. Good evening. This one is another one sponsored by Lucifer Arise. You'll see him in the chat. We've got a challenge. People are saying 6-2, 6-5 for SEXIIE, 6-4 for FARGO. So that means it's a best of 11. So thanks for that because I didn't know. So this title of the stream is now updated. I want to pick the matchups. Tank Stealth, the best matchup in the game. So yeah, we've got a best of 11 between SEXIIE and FARGO. So two very strong players, probably in terms of active players at the moment, probably both in the top 10. Actually, both definitely in the top 10. Because in terms of active players who are actually very good, there's actually not that many at the moment. With like Rage and Size being off at the moment. Hawkeye is around and playing actually. Hawkeye would definitely be in the top 10. Probably top 5 or top 3 actually. Google is around. Fargo is in the chat on the stream as usual. Stream sniping. Very good for Fargo. I do agree, pink and cyan. They don't want to change. Okay, we're on open middle. We're going to go stealth infantry, best of 11. Jumping straight into this. SEXIIE says he's downloading the map, but he knows the map. It's just Tournament Desert, but the middle is open. So we're jumping into this. Another $50 challenge sponsored by Lucifer Arise. In the south and Tournament Desert, we've got SEXIIE in their GLA Stealth. Whoa, my scroll speed is insane. And in the top, we've got... Whoa, my scroll speed actually... When I'm observing a live game, it actually... My scroll speed is going insane. See if I reduce my FPS. Goes better. So it's when I'm... That's really, really weird. And in the north, we've got Power Fargo. That's his clan. Clan Wars is active this month, apparently. And... Fargo is China Inf in the sign color in the north. Dropping down to barracks. SEXIIE is the most recently promoted to expert level on game replays. So generally, to get an expert status, you are considered to be one of the best players in the game. There are only like, I think, 16 experts there or thereabouts, maybe 14, something like that. Players such as Logica, DK Crazy, me, Size, Rage, Xcal, Blind, Apollo, all these kind of players have the expert status on game replays. Not that it means too much, but it's just a badge that they give out to your profile on game replays. And SEXIIE is the latest one to be promoted. We've got a truck from FARGO on the right hand side. He's actually stopped the tunnel from SEXIIE, and the truck is getting in and causing some harassment. SEXIIE's forced to move his workers out of the way. What's everyone predicting for the scores for this, by the way? I saw a lot of people picking SEXIIE, but someone said I think 6-4. Terrorist actually killed the truck there. Technical moving out now for SEXIIE, but he's got a healthy amount of workers on both, and he's going to shortly be on a tunnel on his right side, but that flamer is going to be there probably in time to stop it. This flamer actually needs to be quick. As long as he starts flame walling now. Do the flame wall now? Yeah, do the flame wall now, and that tunnel will immediately go down. Technical from SEXIIE has hit the mines, and it's looking very, very good for FARGO so far. That quad is going to go down as well, so everything has gone down for SEXIIE so far. Yeah, I think he's lost that terrorist that was there. I think he's lost a couple of workers. He lost the worker that was there, lost the tunnel, lost the full technical, so it's not looking so good for SEXIIE at the moment. I don't know if he's been playing actively in Clan Wars and stuff. I'm not sure what name he's playing under, but and I haven't even been online myself recently, so I don't know if he's playing active or not. I don't know if he's a little bit rusty at the moment. But straight away, it's looking very, very good for FARGO. I think this matchup is actually quite balanced, to be honest. I don't see any reason why Stealth can't be winning against Infantry on this map, especially without the open middle. But straight away, SEXIIE is under immense pressure. His supply now has been closed out, and this full outpost, which I think is almost full, can't actually see in this replay when I'm actually observing live. And normally you can do in a replay, but it's looking very bad for SEXIIE. I think he's just going to die from this one attack. Never mind everything that's FARGO's got going on back home. So yeah, this is looking very, very bad, and I don't really see any way SEXIIE's going to be able to deal with this, to be honest. Never mind deal with the follow-up from FARGO. So FARGO behind this is now on a third supply. Propaganda suddenly going down. Not the perfect supply placement, but it's actually not so bad, not so inefficient at all. But SEXIIE needs more income than this. He can't just fight on one supply with a GLA. You can't do that at all. SEXIIE's been completely dominated, completely destroyed. I don't know if SEXIIE, he destroyed one unit and lost 21. So FARGO completely decimated and destroying his opponent there. Really well played. Don't know if FARGO just played nice and solid, didn't really do anything too special, but was SEXIIE just not really paying attention and not on point? Don't know. Losing that technical to the mines is a pretty bad mistake, but it can happen. It is the first game. You can only imagine that they're going to improve as the games go on. But I'd be interested to see now if SEXIIE's going to pull that back, because FARGO's GLA when he's on point is pretty good. Okay, I'm going to update the scoreboard. So we've got 1 for FARGO. Is SEXIIE going to do a helix? I think not, because against stealth, generally you don't want to be doing a helix. Okay, so we have Power FARGO in the south now with the Cyan GLA Stealth. And in the north, we've got SEXIIE with China Infantry in the pink. Actually, these colors aren't too similar. I think maybe like red and blue would be better, but you can still tell the difference on the map. I don't know what colors they were before to the guy who was complaining about the colors. He was complaining about the colors. I can't see in the chat. But yeah, pink and cyan isn't too different. Isn't too similar, I mean. SEXIIE going for the barracks, same as FARGO did in the previous game. Actually, it's a pretty good idea, and probably similar or exactly the same as what I'd be doing, because you want to be building that barracks, getting a few tank hunters out, and securing these buildings, and then getting a minigunner to try and stop the workers. So he might build a minigunner first to try and stop the workers, which is what he's doing. He's sending the minigunner to the left-hand side. So that's going to be to engage this worker here, and he's going to stop the worker. But then behind that, you probably want to get some tank hunters. He's not going helix. He wants to go for some tank hunters in here to try and secure that. Terrorist, actually very nice from FARGO, has actually killed that minigunner, and SEXIIE is just not paying attention at the moment. Generally, you should be able to kill a terrorist with a minigunner, and FARGO's GLA, if it's anything like we've seen him in previous tournaments where he's on fire, then his aggression from GLA is very, very decent. The only thing about FARGO is I think he's a good player, but I'm not sure how many tournaments, if any, he's ever won. So generally you see him get to like the quarterfinals or semi-finals, and then he gets knocked out by one of the pro players. So I don't know, has FARGO reached his limit, or has he still got a bit to go and is able to reach that top level? I don't know. He has been playing for a very long time. I think he was playing way before I joined 0 Hour, or way before I started playing, but then he took a massive break, and in that massive break, that's when I started playing, and that's when I started becoming pretty good, and then he's only made a comeback recently. Well, not recently, but in the last couple of years at least. Nice pick off from the Dozer, and the War Factory going down as well, and SEXIIE's taking heavy damage, and also lost the Flamer on the left. So everything so far has gone FARGO's way once again with the different army. Quad, I imagine, is going over here to try and kill the minigunner. War Factory being placed down in SEXIIE's base again, the one that got destroyed. SEXIIE's able to just get inside of that bunker, and that bunker will win the battle against the Quad. Quad needs to move out of the way and just park kind of behind there just to stop him going for the all capture. SEXIIE on the right hand side is going for the all capture. Sander is quite right. SEXIIE is the player that beat me in the World Series. It's a bit of a weird one because my overall win percentage against SEXIIE is something like 70%. But yeah, he was able to knock me out of the World Series. But just because you beat a player one day does not mean that you can beat them another day. So people have different levels every day. So for example, I could play one day and I could lose 10 games in a row, and I could play another day and I could win 20 games against one of the biggest pros in the game. So, but the same goes for everyone though. Not just me. I believe everyone plays at different levels every day. For example, if I don't have any sleep and then I go to play tomorrow, then I'm probably going to lose every game. Whereas if I have like a good 12 hours sleep, and eat loads of healthy food and exercise and stuff like that, then probably chances are that I'm probably going to be able to go on the ladder and beat some of the best players. So that's something that I noticed anyway. This engagement here is going very, very badly for SEXIIE. He's lost quite a few big units. So important units being a full outpost. Also on the right hand side, his oil is going down. That minigunner has been killed. War Factory's taking heavy damage for SEXIIE. Is he dozeless? I think he's dozeless. So it'd be nice if FARGO actually hits the power now, which looks like a Terratech is coming in. And is he going to go for the power, or is he going to go for the War Factory? He could go for either, actually. He's going to kill him either way, whether there's 3 terrorists or 4 terrorists in there. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, he's going to go for 2 terrorists on the War Factory. He's still alive, though. Probably needs 1 more terrorist. Yeah, there we go. But now SEXIIE's on a real big time limit, but I really don't think SEXIIE can win now, because when these outposts die, that is it for his outposts. So, but again, bad pops from FARGO, I feel. We've seen this in previous games. It's like he doesn't know when to pop his units or when the best time is to pop his units. He pops out a load of stuff there, and yeah, he's killed a few outposts, but he also lost an entire tunnel where he He could have popped out of that tunnel, picked off a few things, and then gone back inside and then popped out of another one. But, yeah, I don't know. Maybe something Fargo should work on. I feel like he does waste a lot when sometimes he pops stuff out of his tunnel. Fargo quite rightly dropping down another line of tunnels down in his base. He only has to defend now against these infantry. Fargo, in the meantime, was actually going for the barracks, and the barracks actually very, very close to going down. I feel like Fargo at this point is panicking a little bit. He's got SEXIIE in a really bad situation. There's no way he should be losing this. But I feel like he could have handled that situation a lot better, and he could have handled this engagement a little bit better as well, losing some quads. I don't know, not sure how many he lost, but then again, he has comfortably won this game in my opinion. I don't think he's going to be losing this. I would be dropping down a few more tunnels. I'll probably drop another one down there and another one here, just so you've got a really nice safe line. But Fargo is going 2-0 up. SEXIIE is not looking on point, and you see what I mean about different players playing at different levels on different days. SEXIIE is definitely not playing his best, and Fargo is playing really, really well. So Fargo now goes 2-0 up. Money's collected, almost identical. Units destroyed, a lot more for Fargo. So well played to Fargo. It's a best 11, so it is a bit of a marathon. There is quite a few games left to go, potentially another 9 to go. SEXIIE choosing for a GLA mirror. Fargo gets to choose the map, and SEXIIE chooses the matchup, it looks like. Lagoon. Or Agun, as he said. I like Lagoon, actually, and probably a map I should play on more often, because it usually is the... At one point, it was considered like the second best map to play on against than Tournament Desert. Got my second chocolate milkshake ready. I'll just introduce the players before I start sipping on this. This fine beverage. In the south, we've got Cyan, GLA Vanilla. Not quite sure what Fargo's on about. I think there was a terrorist that killed the dozer. I might be wrong. GLA Vanilla and the Cyan Killer in the south on Lagoon V2, not V3. V3 has... that building is in a different place, and I think these supplies and the terrain is a little bit different. But then SEXIIE in the north on Lagoon, as I said, in the pink with the GLA Stealth. Both players going for 2 supplies, it looks like, and both players sending a worker over here, pretty much identical on that side of things. Both players also going for a terrorist, so identical in terms of barracks, and SEXIIE going for a tunnel on this right-hand side. And I actually really like that. Building a tunnel here enables you access to this building and these supplies nice and safe. So straight away, I'm going to give the advantage so far to SEXIIE. Even though we're only 1 minute in, I like the position of that tunnel. Worker has got behind here, though, and if Fargo builds this really, really nice and quick, SEXIIE's also got the car as well. Fargo builds that nice and quick, he might actually get it up in time before SEXIIE puts his stuff inside of there. SEXIIE's actually going over here with the car, though, and Fargo needs to cancel that. SEXIIE could have killed that. Slow from Fargo and slow from SEXIIE. He could have killed that. SEXIIE's going to go and try and kill his own building and not using the terror car to try and kill any workers. I personally would be using it to try and kill workers, because to kill 5 workers at this stage in the game is absolutely massive. Run 2-0 so far if you just tuned in. As the score says at the top. We had USA... No, what do we have? With Stealth and Infant in the first matchup, and Fargo won both of them convincingly. Terrorist there could have killed the technical, but again, Fargo not paying attention. Not sure what's going on there. Not sure if there's a bit of lag or not. Oh, Terracard did come in and killed some workers now and actually caused quite a bit of damage to the supply as well. Fargo going for the oil capture, it looks like. But this tunnel here is a lot more useless than this tunnel here. You see, this tunnel here provides a nice cover, enables SEXIIE to get a nice safe third supply. He's got him inside of that bunker as well. So SEXIIE's position in the tunnel so far is a lot better, I feel, than Fargo's. And maybe that's why SEXIIE chose this matchup, because he knows that it's one of his strengths, maybe. Fargo is going for a terror tech, I think, and he's going to hit the supply, maybe? We're just going to go for some of the workers. Maybe that one is empty. He has gone for the oil capture behind this. But the technical there is able to kill the rebel and a worker building the tunnel, which is annoying for Fargo. But Fargo has killed a load of workers. Workers for Fargo under pressure now, though, as well. I would prefer probably to have stealth in this matchup rather than GLA. Because of the stealth tunnels and the quads RPGs, and a very, very good deterrent against a Scorp spam if that's what the GLA decides to do. Fargo looking like he's going to try and go inside of that building, and actually that's turned out pretty pear-shaped for him. Fargo popping his units out once again. I'm not convinced that was the best of pops. SEXIIE, in my opinion, should have just engaged that, and I think he would have won it. But Fargo actually maybe turning this around. Toxin Tractor does manage to clear that out. That quad there is going to rank up, or vet up rather. And actually, maybe I take it back. It's actually not gone so badly for Fargo. He's now got a super tech and an oil as well. SEXIIE got his oil as well. Super tech going down, and he's going to try and get inside of the building. And if he does, I don't think that SEXIIE has a toxin tractor. But he does have a load of units, though, and maybe he's going to be able to clear out this bunker. The bunker's causing quite a bit of damage to the tunnel, but I think that SEXIIE's probably going to be able to clear out that bunker the hard way. But that tunnel's going to go down, and that means all of SEXIIE's units are going to be stuck there and not able to go back in the tunnel. I'm not sure how many units Fargo's got back out. He's got another arms dealer being dropped down. SEXIIE's not building a palace or another arms dealer at this point. But Fargo's oil is going to go down, and SEXIIE's looking a lot better in this one than the previous. He's also got a third supply there. You see what I mean about that tunnel placement? That tunnel there, Fargo's gone down as well. So SEXIIE is bringing this back. A bit disappointing from Fargo so far. SEXIIE's also, rather than destroying the oil, he's capturing it for himself. I think that oil will just go down there because Fargo can reach it from there, with that bunker. So I think Fargo tried to stop the oil capture, but has actually not succeeded. SEXIIE needs to repair that oil now, because I'm pretty sure that bunker can reach it and kill it pretty quick. Quite a few workers going down there as well. Fargo is now collecting from the center, but this is a really awkwardly placed supply and tunnel. They've got an aggressive worker over here from SEXIIE. Could place the tunnel down there and do some aggression over here. Fargo's now switched into some Scorps. And SEXIIE in the meantime is building a palace. Only collecting with 2 workers though. Big mistake. But SEXIIE's got a fair few quads out though. So even with that 1 Scorp mixed in, and with these RPGs and stuff, it's still a hard army to defeat. So I imagine SEXIIE's going to go for buggies. Still only collecting with 2 workers. Huge mistake, especially at this level. But he's on 2 oils though. Fargo's going to try and push in here, trying to kill that tunnel. But we have got Hijacker in though, and now SEXIIE has popped his units as well, and Fargo's units are taking heavy damage. He's going to have to run away. I don't think he'll lose any more. He's just lost 1 more quad. But SEXIIE's already on this supply here, so this was a bad game from Fargo. I don't think he's really won any engagements. He's now got a bus though, quicker than SEXIIE has. So he was building a palace. Actually, yeah, he cancelled that second arms dealer and built a palace instead. Wise decision, and he's actually won this engagement for that. So actually, that's not the first time we've seen Fargo making buses. Quite a few times I've seen him making buses. Quite a few quads went down there for SEXIIE. But SEXIIE this whole time is just so far ahead economically. This area has been cleared out by SEXIIE as well. Gonna get cleared out once again. SEXIIE just clearing out the supplies here. Is just collecting that. And on the right hand side, it's got the artillery platform as well. Another annoying hijacker from SEXIIE. But these buses here are going to be able to close down this tunnel, and the buggies and the quads inside there are going to be rendered useless. I'd like to see these buses a little bit more full though from Fargo. I'm not sure how many units he's got inside of there. He's got 2,700, and he's not killing the oil. He's choosing to, looking like he wants to capture it. He's got a Jarman out. 2 black markets going down. They both look like real markets as well. I probably would, at this point, would be only placing down 1 market. Getting the upgrades and then using all the rest of my money to make units and take back this oil, because playing the long game and making markets at this stage is not a wise idea, because the enemy is more economically ahead anyway, so you don't really want to be dragging it into that situation. Fargo now realizing he has to kill the oil rather than capture it back. Welcome to Shio Kura, by the way, welcome. Oil is now going down, but he could have killed that ages ago. It's pretty obvious that it was not going to be easy to capture back. So I think killing it is better. He's still left it on 0 HP though. Now dead. But this one here could have been terror-teched a long time ago. SEXIIE already on buggies now. He's got the ammo upgrade. Workers' shoes are out as well. Fargo's workers are now completely stuck. Don't often see that actually. 2 tunnels have been established here on the right hand side, and Fargo seems to be aware. He's got a Jarman out. 3rd black market going down for Fargo, but you don't really want to be playing that kind of game when there's so many supplies in the center that SEXIIE's going to be able to get for free. The Jarman there, very close to going down for SEXIIE. He's going to probably snipe something and then run away. Quite rightly so. Another arms dealer been placed down for SEXIIE. He's on 2,900 or 3k, and another black market going down. Bit of a trade-off there. 1 tunnel going down for Fargo. SEXIIE is going to be able to pick that off. But I'm picking SEXIIE to win this one. I don't think that Fargo is going to be able to win. He's too economically behind. Got 4 markets now for SEXIIE. Remember what I was saying about the V2 and V3 of this map? Well, that is the reason why. You see how far that supply is away? Whereas this player here is just able to build a supply right there. In V3, it flattens it out so both players can capture that supply. So many buggies out now for SEXIIE. Not sure if he's got all of the upgrades, but another bad pop there from Fargo. You see what I mean? Fargo is consistently doing a bad pop from these tunnels. Almost losing a bus there. So never market completed now for SEXIIE. I thought that technical was going down, but actually it successfully hit what it wanted to hit. So both the ores are now down. SEXIIE has stealthed his palace. It's got a nice amount of buggies out there. And considering how convincing Fargo won the first two games, this game has looked a little bit lackluster. Meaning that SEXIIE is winning this one comfortably, if you ask me. SEXIIE just chipping away. He has loads and loads of buggies and markets actually. I was going to say mainly buggies. He's also collecting from two suppliers in the center. He's way ahead here. He's got another market there. So he's ahead in terms of markets. He's ahead in terms of buggies. He's got more upgrades. Or maybe not more upgrades actually. Maybe the same upgrades. Just so many buggies out for SEXIIE now. I don't think that Fargo's going to be able to engage this. That's exactly what he wants to be doing. He's just picking off the odd few units with his Jarman and then picking off the odd buggy in that. But that one is now mined out for SEXIIE, who's got all that money in the bank. But he's also got this here as well. So I personally would be selling that. Put all those workers over here to long distance collect with loads of workers. You don't really want to be letting that supply go down. And also Fargo's not collecting from here, whereas SEXIIE is very slowly collecting from there. So he's got another $3,750. Bit of a trade-off between the buggies. Fargo's building another black market. But SEXIIE's still got the advantage because you've got all the map control on those two suppliers. Trade-off from both sides again, but I feel like the longer this game goes on, SEXIIE's just more economically ahead in every department in terms of markets, in terms of this supply collection, whereas Fargo, he's only just collecting it now. SEXIIE's already mined out that one. He's still long distance collecting from there. He's just so many buggies. He's on 3,800. Fargo's on about 3k. Fargo's losing more and more units, and the more they trade off, the more and more in favor it goes of SEXIIE. More and more units being picked off for Fargo. One buggy picked off there of SEXIIE's. A terrorist has been produced to try and push this back for the time being. There is a Jarman there for Fargo. We're going to probably pick off one of the buggies if it gets in range. One of Fargo's buses seemingly has been picked off. I'd like to see the ammo upgrade, the buggy armor piercing. Oh no, what's it called? The whatever the rocket upgrade is called, to make the rockets 25% more powerful. I'd rather have that upgrade rather than more buggies. But it's just SEXIIE basically running riot with these sheer number of buggies. Wants to be careful because he is going to lose one buggy there to a terrorist for no reason. And Fargo is slowly chipping away at this army, but behind this, SEXIIE's just on so much. Look at how many markets and stuff that he's got. He's dropping down 2 barracks. He's got a Scud Storm being placed down, another barracks being placed down there. And I feel like SEXIIE could probably close out this game sooner. I think he's hanging around a little bit too long. With some AP ammo quads, instead of this Scud Storm here, with some AP ammo quads, combined with the buggy with that upgrade, which is now produced, and with the junk repair upgrade, you could just push in here nice and easy. But he's playing the longer game. And he's still winning pretty comfortably. It's just a matter of time now. I don't think FARGO realizes just how much SEXIIE has. He has a crazy amount. FARGO, I feel like the only way he could win is by some crazy sneak attack or maybe a well-placed anthrax bomb. Speaking of which, he doesn't even have a command center, whereas SEXIIE does. So I think that FARGO will be level 3, but I'm not sure he's got the bounty or not. We'll see if he's got the bounty now. So you see SEXIIE has got the bounty. Because everything he kills, he's gaining money from it. But yeah, actually FARGO does have the bounty. He's placed down the scaffold, so yeah, really well done. But it doesn't matter though, it's still he's still being chipped away. He's now losing his main base as well. Supply has gone down. Another market has been placed down. Loads of angry mobs. They've got the AK-47 upgrade as well. And FARGO doesn't have any quads out, I don't think. So the angry mobs are going to be able to just tear through the base. It's just a matter of time before FARGO has the GG. Terrorist versus angry mob, and apparently the terrorist wins. This is obviously not on guard mode or attack mode. They're just set to walk across the map, and the terrorist is going to kill a load of the angry mob there. Cause big damage. SEXIIE is going to be chased away once again. And FARGO does have a few markets out now, but AP ammo quads are now out. Toxin tractor, this angry mob is just completely overrun. That skid was not even needed. It was just a little bit overkill, but well played to
you have been defeated.
Well played to SEXIIE, coming out well on top there, and FARGO was not able to compete. Considering how convincingly FARGO won the first 2 games, that game there was a little bit disappointing, if you ask me, from FARGO. But let's see if he can win the reverse. So it's going to be back on Lagoon. I'm just going to update the score, so we've got 2-1 now. SEXIIE's going to play in the south with the GLA. And it's going to be the exact reverse that we just saw. So we're back on Lagoon, and in the north, in the cyan, we've got Power FARGO with GLA Stealth. And in the south, we've got SEXIIE with the GLA Vanilla. In the pink. Lost for words there for a second. Building a fake barracks, and FARGO also building a fake barracks a little bit quicker. I feel like the north spot probably has the advantage here, because you can get a tunnel here and get inside of that building quicker. And you can also get this barracks and get this terror car quicker. And if you get that car, it's a big advantage. So yeah, I'm tending to think that the north side has the advantage here. But let's see what is going to happen. Arms nearly been placed down for SEXIIE and a tunnel using the only worker he was collecting with. So generally I like to build another worker to have that one collecting. FARGO's going to be able to get the car, and he's going to be able to drive away. SEXIIE's not going to be able to stop it unless FARGO hangs around for too long. But FARGO is going to move out pretty much straight away. He's going to go straight through the middle, avoid these terrorists here. And he's going to go straight to... Yeah, he's going to go straight over here. And actually, SEXIIE's put his RPGs inside of there, so he's going to lose a load of workers here. Actually, FARGO's taking the long route round. And SEXIIE's not responding to it at all. So, massive advantage straight away for FARGO. Terror car making all the difference. 5 workers and severe damage to the tunnel. is absolutely huge. Fargo again has got the stealth player has got the better tunnel placement, so he's got one in the center, one on the right, and one on the left. That means that he skipped a tunnel somewhere. Yeah, this one here is delayed. And SEXIIE has gone to kill that, but it's actually not gone his way at all. He's lost his technical. The two terrorists have not even finished the tunnel. And the two RPGs have gone down as well. So everything going Fargo's way so far. Map control, the unit that he's killed, everything's going Fargo's way. So, oh, plus this situation here was actually massive as well. SEXIIE's got another two technicals out. I'm pretty sure they're going to be empty, though. But he's actually got quite a few RPGs inside of there. He's going to try and kill this worker here. He's trying to claim this for himself. He's trying to get this supply. Joshi is very good, but where's Fargo's attack? He's got one terrorist here. Parking outside of his arms dealer. Killed one worker. But in the meantime, he's lost this whole area. A little bit weird. I would have preferred to defend that. Fargo has killed the technical that came out. And scrapped up his technical. Two technicals are coming in from SEXIIE though to try and defend this. And they're going to take it out, and Fargo's going to lose that, and SEXIIE is going to scrap it up, but Fargo does a scrap deny. Fargo's now on a fair few quads. Would like to see this tunnel finished, and Fargo's sending another worker over there. This one hasn't been cancelled though. It's on 2,300. SEXIIE's only on 700 or 500. Another load of workers going down there for SEXIIE. And I think Fargo's now got a fair few quads inside of that tunnel. He's also got his own oil, and SEXIIE is way behind it in every department in terms of map control, in terms of workers killed and stuff. You see units destroyed for Fargo 29, only 8 for SEXIIE, and one of them was just then. Fargo's now pushing forward. Super Tech is going to probably pick off one quad though. Got to be careful though, because there's quite a lot of RPGs here. And Fargo in the meantime is going for the oil. Very brave considering this tunnel here is so close, but he has got a load of units here to defend it. This is bad engagement for SEXIIE. Doesn't really want to be engaging there. Fargo's RPGs need to be on point. As soon as the technicals pop out, you need to instantly hit them. Fargo's now on 2 oils, quite a lot of quads. It's still got a worker over here, and that tunnel has not been completed. It's on 4.3k, 4.5k now. I really can't think SEXIIE's going to win. He GG's, he knows it. Fargo's winning every department. I felt like Fargo, everything went pretty much his way then, but the way he's floating 5k, the way he didn't complete that tunnel on the right side, faltering a little bit. And it's things like that that are going to win your tournaments, or going to lose your tournaments if you're making those kind of mistakes. So, I don't know, maybe that's why things like that are probably the reason why he's not made it to a big tournament wins before. So Fargo is up now 3-1. Is best of 11. The score is at the top of the screen. To win a best of 11, you need to get to 6 wins. So Fargo is already halfway there, and we're only 51 minutes in. He's already 3-1 up. So not going too bad for Fargo. Tournament is sponsored by Lucifer Arise, who is in the chat. Actually, not a tournament, it's just a best of 11 challenge. Winner, I believe, will get $50, to my knowledge. So we're going to have Inf versus China. I think SEXIIE gets to choose the map, and I'm not sure it's going to be this one. I don't think it is. I think SEXIIE's thinking about a map. He wants Gorge Drought. I think China has got the best chance versus infantry probably on this map. A nice big map. It gives you time to get the MiGs out and stuff. Okay, so we're on to game, what number are we on now? Game 5. We are on Gorge Drought. It's a best of 11, first to win 6 games. If you just tuned in, score is at the top of the screen. We're on Gorge Drought, as I just said. We've got FARGO versus SEXIIE. FARGO in the south with the China Infantry General, and in the north we've got SEXIIE with China Vanilla in the pink. So who's your money on for this game? Yo Hell's Legend in the chat, by the way. Yeah, you're my #1 Twitch fan for sure. Welcome back, long time no see. FARGO actually going for a Helix, it looks like. Helix, obviously the barracks to support the Helix, but he's also gone for a second supply, relatively quick, both supplies as well. So this is going to be a really, really strong build order. And this is going to be hard for SEXIIE, but SEXIIE is kind of maybe anticipating it, but he's going a 2 War Factory build order. So he's probably going to be... Outposts are probably going to be the first few units, and then he's probably going to make GATs behind it. And the reason he's doing that is because it's safe against pretty much everything, because... what's going to be out there? Flamer? Would you look at that game sense? I reckon Outpost here. Oh man, this is like on the roulette wheel when you're betting on red and black. Now Outpost. Oh my god. Now Outpost. Oh no, Flamer. This is a Flamer. Okay, Helix is now out. Enough of the gambling. Helix is now out, and the Flamer is going to be going down very, very quick. It's going to delay the Helix though, which is going to give SEXIIE time to get GATs out. 1 GAT is now out. Helix causing big damage instantly to all these units, and this Helix wants to fly straight over to the War Factories, cause damage, or just fly around and pick off these units because they're just basically free kills. So that's the decision that FARGO wants to make at the moment. He's able to kill everything so far though, and he's going to evac. And what's he going to do now? He's just going to attack into this because this is going to be hard for SEXIIE to deal with. That GAT is going to go down very, very quick. No micro there at all, and FARGO is looking like he's going to be going for 1 up. This is going to kill the power. Even if a Flamer comes out, that's probably going to be going down as well. There is a GAT here, and there are a few tank hunters. They probably will go down, but that GAT's going to go down eventually. It's going to cause a bit of harassment, especially if SEXIIE's not paying attention like this. I think he's paying attention over here. So actually a MiG did come in. He's got an airfield behind us and killed the tank hunters, but the minigunners are there killing 1 MiG. That's 1,200 lost. Another MiG. This is the same MiG or not? I don't know. He's actually getting the napalm behind that. SEXIIE's trying to clear this up. Another MiG going down. That's a massive loss. SEXIIE's already lost. It's already GG. That gas been cleared up as well. More and more bunkers being placed down, and this is just everything's going FARGO's way. He's already on 3rd supply. Okay, one of the trucks has been killed, and he's not rebuilt another truck just yet. A bit of a mistake, and also I would probably be even building another supply on the other side of that. You want to try and double collect from there, because the money in your bank faster is better than the other 1,500 that you're going to spend on it, or the other 2,100. Because you're going to build another truck as well. Barracks being placed down from Fargo, nice and aggressive. Another MiG coming in, going to cause a bit of damage to the outpost. That outpost now needs to evacuate because it's only a matter of time before another MiG comes in, which it is coming now. Disconnection the menu there for a second. There is another outpost here now, and there was still some infantry left in that, so did pick off some units, and all of this is being cleared up by SEXIIE. Fargo losing a lot of units here. But I feel like Fargo's so economically ahead. This is a massive mistake though. I don't know why he's not on like 3 or 4 trucks here, why he's still collecting with 1. Fargo's just creeping forward to bunkers at this point. He's got a propaganda center out now. You can only imagine there's going to be a Lotus out very soon. He's still got the Helix back in his base. The one I think is still alive from the beginning of the game. He's just sent it back to repair. He's got an ECM out now by this bunker. Flamer's going to get in the base, but I think it's going to be shut down. It might cause a little bit of damage here, but I think it's going to be shut down. MiGs are getting back in the air for SEXIIE. SEXIIE's base is quite a bit damaged though. And that Flamer there is going to go down. But I don't feel like SEXIIE has enough. 2 trucks have now been built and Lotus is already out. But yeah, this is just literally a matter of time before SEXIIE GG's, I think. He's taking way too much damage and Fargo is just way too ahead. I mean, just look at the map control, oil, propaganda center, the amount of bunkers that are out, the amount of economic damage that's been caused. I think actually SEXIIE's only on 1 dozer as well, although he has got red guards by his oil. Another bunker being placed down and a supply being placed down. So Fargo's going to be on 4 supplies. So he's just way too far ahead. SEXIIE can't keep up with this for much longer. He's getting an oil and refinery though. So, but there's 2 Gats here and this Helix is going to be chased away. Quite a bit of damage caused to the Helix. MiGs are coming in and killing one of the full outposts. I think it was full anyway. Quite a lot of units going down. Another outpost here. I don't think this one is full. Only 3 tank gunners inside of there. Wants to be careful he doesn't flame war his own Gats here. 1 Gat is getting awfully low. But everything is going down. These bunkers are so hard to break through. You need 4 MiGs to kill 1 full bunker like that. Or just 1 empty bunker. It doesn't matter if it's got units in it or not. But Fargo is just continually creeping forward. He's now mining or collecting from his enemy supply as well. But Fargo, I'm pretty sure soon will be on a command center and have the support powers out. And when they hit, that's when it really hits home for SEXIIE. SEXIIE's doing alright, considering the matchup. I think infantry should be winning this. Probably like someone said in the chat, 70 or 80% of the time. Speaker tower been placed down by Fargo just to speed up his trucks or speed up the healing of his trucks. Fargo's now collected all the center as well. He's got the reinforcement pad, which drops off 3 assault troop crawlers. SEXIIE's GG's. Fargo just has way too much. So it's going to be 4-1 for Fargo. I'll update the score while we're waiting for that. I do expect it to go probably 4-2 because Fargo now has to play China against Inf, and Inf generally is a lot stronger, so see how differently Fargo will play it. Okay, so we're going to jump into the 6th game. That's the reverse of what we just saw. So we're back on Gorge Drought. Fargo now in the north, trying to vanilla Cyan. And in the south, we've got SEXIIE China Infantry in the pink. We're back on Gorge Drought, which is one of my favorite maps, as I've said before. Plenty of money. You got your supply here. All your crates here. You got your, whatever that is called. Oil refinery. And your oil derrick. Of course, you got your tech buildings here as well. But let's see how SEXIIE can play this different. He's done a 3 supply build order. This is not the perfect supply. That supply is way too far away. SEXIIE behind that is making a barracks. But what's more interesting is probably how Fargo is going to play this. He's going to make an airfield and a barracks. Placing down a bunker in the middle. SEXIIE's doing a massive economy spam. If Fargo had done some nice aggression here, like a aggressive war factory on this right hand side, that would have gone really badly for SEXIIE. But SEXIIE's taking a gamble that Fargo's actually going to play defensive. It's got 2 MiGs in the air. And SEXIIE has gambled correctly. So at the moment, SEXIIE's at a massive economic advantage. He's already on 3 supplies and has been for a while already. Whereas Fargo is still on 2 supplies. He is getting the oil behind this though as well. But Fargo doesn't at this point know what is coming. And he hasn't... If SEXIIE had just done a helix, Fargo would already be dead because you need 4 MiGs to kill the helix. And he's only just got 4 MiGs now, but the helix would have already been in his base, I'm pretty sure. War factory being placed down by Fargo, but he's still massively behind because of the economy situation. He's actually now building a propaganda center a little bit close to the war factory because a carpet placed right down the middle there is going to kill both of them buildings. Just do it a little bit further away. But Fargo is on both for the... oh, actually, only one of the tech buildings. Not sure where the other red guard went. Actually, the other red guard did go down here and has died. Other tech building for Fargo is now being captured, and the 3rd supply is finally being placed down by him. But SEXIIE's already on 4 supplies, and very shortly, I imagine, going to be on a Lotus. Only a matter of time, I think, before a Lotus pops out of there and collects or captures both of these buildings. You can actually capture that building as well, but to my knowledge, I don't think it does anything. I always capture it anyway, just for lols. The MiGs are still circling around. It doesn't have the napalm yet, though. And Fargo is really bunkering in. Again, though, he hasn't done 2 supplies here, which is, in my opinion, a big mistake. It's better to have the money sooner in your bank rather than to get it later. So, a bit of a mistake from Fargo there, I think. At least build 3 or 4 trucks. That's what the least I would be doing. Fargo does have the 2 artillery platforms in the middle, and these MiGs are now going to come in. He doesn't have the napalm yet, and this would cause a lot more damage if he had the napalm. It might still kill some stuff, though. And he doesn't have the armor upgrade for the MiG, so he might lose 1 MiG. Nah, they're going to escape. He's only killed 1 outpost, but I think if he had the napalm, he could have killed a lot more there. And also be dropping down another airfield. You see that is sparking because he needs the power. He's pressed O for overdrive or override, whichever one it is. But SEXIIE looking like he's just going to play the long game. This is boring from SEXIIE. I mean, why is he just doing this, playing the long game? If he'd just gone Helix, this game would have been over in 2 minutes. But of course you don't always want to gamble, but this is really slow and bunkery from SEXIIE. Maybe he's a little bit scared. He wants to play this safe. Yeah, 5 minutes, 20 seconds, and Internet Center pretty much already completed, and Hacker's already about to go in it. It's a little bit too safe for my liking. Fargo behind us making a command center. Another airfield about to go down. Internet Center is probably half full now. Command center going down for SEXIIE, but this game is really, really slow. Those have been picked off there for a MiG. That's actually not economically worth it, especially when the opponent is playing the longer game, because the MiG is worth 1,200 and the Doze is worth 1,000. SEXIIE has now quite a formidable army in the center, ground army anyway. The MiGs are out, going to kill the Lotus. Even though it's stealthed, he just force-fired the ground there. The MiGs have gone back to reload, I think. He's still got some in the air, actually. And there is quite a lot of red guards. MiGs are coming in as well. Going to cause quite a big damage here. More and more MiGs coming in now. And the ECM, I think, is going to get picked off. But I don't think another outpost, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, the other ECM and the outpost just surviving. Another MiG bit gets picked off, though. And FARGO isn't doing too bad in terms of the engagements and stuff, but economically is massively behind because SEXIIE's already on a full internet center. A mental amount of hackers back here. He's also got a nuke building as well. I feel SEXIIE's just playing the really long, slow, boring game this time. Nuclear missile is now up. Quite a lot of MiGs out now. There are 8 MiGs. That power plant needs reviving. Another airfield being placed down. Really nice strike there, and actually killed quite a lot there actually for free. That truck somehow surviving. Flamer is coming in here. There is a building on top of there, similar to where there was one over there, but it has like 0 HP, so as soon as you tap it, it causes this massive explosion, but it doesn't actually cause any damage or anything, so it's a bit weird. SEXIIE is now mined out there, whereas FARGO has still got loads to collect, so you see the difference it makes having 2 supplies there. It's massive. And FARGO is now able to push in, really, because SEXIIE's defense has been completely breached by the MiGs. And this is exactly what he wants, especially if he's able to pick off that internet center. That's exactly what he wants. If I was SEXIIE, I personally would switch into my own MiGs, which he is doing. Because you want to fight fire with fire. That's a good motto to live by. And literally, MiGs fire fire, so you want to be fighting fire with fire. If the enemy goes heavy MiGs and you can't do anything against it, then you can do MiGs as well. MiGs are coming in though, and all of infantry stuff is going down. One ECM going to get picked off there, but a massive blob of the army got picked off there as well. Another ECM getting picked off. SEXIIE's losing quite a few units here, and FARGO really needs those MiGs back in the air and to keep striking here because all of this infantry is just wide open to MiG attacks. And Fargo's on a time limit. Yeah, he's going for his own internet center now. But it's quite a bit later than the inf one. And SEXIIE just has a mental amount of hackers back here. Interesting that Fargo is level 3 ahead of SEXIIE. So the artillery is going to come in and probably hit over here. He should, if he's paying attention, hear that there are hackers as well. The carpet is coming in as well. And carpet is going there? I think it is going there. And that actually might kill quite a lot. It's going to kill the hackers as well. Very, very nice. Insane hit. And actually now if he can do another good hit there and then manage to pick off this with the 8 MiGs, then he's probably on for a win. That carpet was legendary, killing like 6 hackers there. Annoyingly, we can't see how much these are collecting. I don't know why the observer can't see that. SEXIIE's on 5k, Fargo's on 3k. SEXIIE's on his own MiGs though now, and you see he's just got free pickings, which is why it's good to switch into MiGs. If you lose into MiGs, then switch into them yourself. SEXIIE just spread all his infantry around, but if Fargo labels these MiGs well, like 1 to 8, I'm pretty sure you could pick off a load of this infantry. MiGs from SEXIIE once again come in and pick off some more of Fargo's units. It's going to send him packing for a time being. SEXIIE's on 4k. More MiGs going down, and actually, is that Fargo's? Yeah, Fargo's Lotus in the base. That's good for revealing hackers. Rather than capturing buildings, I'd want to reveal the hackers, but instantly here, SEXIIE's going to get notified now that his hackers have been revealed. And that's going to tell him that there's a Lotus in the area. So Fargo's going to see that now, and that's very, very important. A very good thing from Fargo. So Fargo is now pushing in. He's got quite a few gats in the mix now, which is going to be useful for picking off the MiGs. But he has also revealed pretty much all of the hackers. The assault troop crawler is now coming in. I think the assault troop crawler is going to go over there. Lotus has now been revealed. Taking one hacker with her. It would have been nicer if she was there, because then more hackers would have gone down. But I think Fargo now knows where the hackers are. But he's now pushing forward with his GATs, but there are ECMs. Sorry, Inferno's out for SEXIIE. MiGs coming in. And the Inferno's actually targeting the Flamer, doing very, very little damage. I think only the impact does the damage, not the actual flame. The flame damage, just the impact. Outpost coming in, and it's going to help clear this out. It would be really, really nice if Fargo gets a Flamer there. Nuke is about to launch, and that would be a perfect target. There would also be a perfect target. There would also be a perfect target. It's got another nuke out now as well. SEXIIE's really playing the long, lame, boring game this time. Is that mine drop? I think it is. Relatively good mine drop. Nuke missile is now ready to fire. EMP, and that's disabled quite a few buildings. Fargo once again is trying to push forward. He's got quite a few MiGs out himself still, but it's this, and this that he needs to be killing. Where has SEXIIE fired it? I think he's going to hit there. Oh man, that was bad. That was real bad. Why did he not target there? Because you could have killed both of the tech buildings. Baffles me sometimes. At least he killed the oil though, which is still the most important thing. Flamers now pushing forward for Fargo, and SEXIIE is getting pushed back and back. These MiGs are going to come in now, and I imagine they're just going to hit some of this defense to enable the Flamers to push forward rather than just sacrifice themselves and go for the internet center, because I don't think they'll be able to finish the internet center. There is 8 though. That's going to be oh, mines. Quite a nice hit. It's not killed a hell of a lot though. Fargo desperately needs to get a flamer down the back of here. I don't know if he can clear some of these buildings by placing a scaffold on them. But Fargo's actually got some gats in the MiG line. 3 or 4 MiGs going down there. And SEXIIE's looking at under a lot of pressure. Fargo's flaming some of his own stuff because he's not paying attention here. And these gats are causing problems. Those have been picked off there as well. I think I missed the artillery because several of them hackers have been killed. Carpet now coming in. Artillery is coming in as well. And I think that's going for the internet center. It looks a hell of a likely it's going for the internet center. I'm not sure it's going to kill it though. A load of trucks and the internet center getting extremely low. But he's going to need to send the MiGs to finish that off, and it'd be a really nice pick off. It would have been better if the internet center was already damaged. That internet center will be a really, really nice pick off. But remember, Fargo's still economically behind. He's got his own internet center. He has got several hackers as well, actually. But he's an oil behind. That outpost desperately needs killing. But more importantly, this needs killing. And I think it's going to go down. There are several MiGs here ready to strike. He's going around the right-hand side. He's going to hit it. Very, very nice. Oh, no. Most of the hackers survived. Only 2 of them burning. But there's engagements all over the place here. I think both at this point have got quite a lot of money to be continually spamming out. The hackers are immediately set to re-hack. But SEXIIE, in the meantime, has still got his oil and tech building. So Fargo's attacks so far have been all repelled. It would be nice if Fargo starts collecting with all these hackers. He's still got some hackers there as well. So as I say that, he is looking at it. Fargo's trying to send another GAT and ECM through, trying to pick off some more of these MiGs. Carpet is coming in now as well. I'm not sure if Fargo's watching that or not. You should see it, but I'm not sure where it's going. It's going for the internet center, and if that's going in conjunction... Actually, it's not. It's just going for the Gatling cannon. Not that good of a carpet, actually. He picked off a Gatling cannon. Yeah, cool, but that's it. So SEXIIE's managed to hold on so far. It's still got quite a few hackers. I think some of these will be collecting 10 now. Yeah, the ones that are Vet 3, I think they're collecting 10. And they're collecting very, very fast. So you can see SEXIIE's income. Fargo's on 2k, but remember SEXIIE's on an oil. Two nukes, as someone said, yeah, can kill a lot of hackers, and they're about to launch as well. Only 1 minute left. Carpet there is shot down. That bunker is pretty fully loaded. Pretty powerful at stopping the carpet. A few of Fargo's units getting picked off. 1 MiG going down there for SEXIIE. 3 MiGs are still out and about for SEXIIE. Mines have been dropped down in the base of SEXIIE, or in the front of the base. And SEXIIE's really struggling in this matchup, considering if you rewind right to the beginnings, Fargo's build order was not that strong. If SEXIIE had done a Helix, the game would have been over in 2 minutes. If SEXIIE had done 2 War Factories, I feel the game could have been over in probably 4 minutes, 5 minutes max. But SEXIIE chose to play the really defensive route, and now it's got to this stage. That full internet center was a nice pick off, but if all of them hackers had been picked off, then I would probably give the advantage to Fargo. But the fact that most of them survived and these 2 nukes are about to launch. I don't know, both nukes on the internet center, is that the next best thing to do? Or would you do one there to kill all of them hackers? And one there? I probably would do that. One nuke has launched. I'm predicting it's going to be there. Actually, nice hit over here. And actually, again, not the best of hits. It's killed a load of hackers. Yeah, but I would have launched it there. But you remember, we can see the whole map and he can't. So 20 minutes in with this game. It's a pretty chunky game. Artillery coming in now, and this is from SEXIIE this time, and I think he's going to go for these hackers over here. That's looking awfully likely where he's going to hit. But then there is a nuke about to fire as well. Actually, it might be on the internet center. Is that going to be enough to finish it, though? I think it is. I think that's going to be enough, especially... Yeah. Whoa! No messing around with that internet center. That internet center is going down. With the extra shells from that artillery, there was 100% going down. I feel sorry for that poor internet center. What did it ever do to anyone? Yeah, epic shot on the internet center. And now FARGO is massively behind. SEXIIE, I feel, has really struggled in this matchup, though. When I feel like he could have won relatively easy. Decent carpet there from FARGO. One airfield going down, the other one is significantly damaged. Artillery coming in from FARGO now, probably going to hit somewhere around here. I imagine probably there. Or somewhere around here, maybe. So another full airfield going down, but FARGO will be running out of money. Losing my voice. Running out of money because oil down, loads of them hackers were down, internet center down. He's not going to be able to hang in there for much longer with SEXIIE. 3,000 for SEXIIE, 2,500 for FARGO. SEXIIE's oil has been untouched for this whole game. I feel like FARGO could have cleared some of these buildings by placing scaffolds down and snuck some sneaky flamers in here and been able to kill some stuff. Maybe even kill that internet center a bit sooner. Maybe that's some of the stuff that FARGO could have done to win. FARGO's going to hold on for a little bit longer, but I really think it's just a matter of time before SEXIIE wins this one. Got a heroic MiG there now. It's killed the war factory. Nicely placed Gatling cannon there. It's going to take out that flamer. Brave Lotus there. For the cause, as they would say. Yeah, FARGO is just so economically behind. Even if SEXIIE's just throwing away units at this point, all of these hackers here are collecting $10 per however many seconds it is. 3 seconds or 2 seconds, something like that. So he's even building more and more hackers. He's on 3k now. FARGO's on 1k. FARGO's not giving up though. He wants to continue attacking. He's got a load of MiGs still circling around. That carpet is not going to achieve anything. He was going to go for that Gatling cannon again. Some nice mines there. And SEXIIE's clearing his own mines in his base. FARGO placed earlier. SEXIIE doesn't have a lot of MiGs out now though. He's got 9k. A load of MiGs coming in here. And all the assault troop crawlers and all the minigunners going down there. SEXIIE's just spent a load of money. He spent about 4k or 5k. Now 7k. Yeah, I feel like SEXIIE's really struggling, placing down more bunkers. Another bunker from SEXIIE. FARGO's still got these MiGs. That's his main strength at the moment. He's still got quite a chunk of MiGs. SEXIIE's still on 3k, FARGO on 3k. FARGO's MiGs escaping relatively okay. These bunkers are just so hard to break through though, because they're just so strong, so much HP. They can free with mines as well. Artillery has been fired again, and this time it's from SEXIIE, and it's going somewhere over here. I can imagine maybe to the oil refinery or the airfield. Oh, this mixed strike could be pretty decent if you split that up nicely, but actually he's targeted the vehicles rather than the infantry, and now the infantry is just able to cause the damage. Combined with the MiGs that are coming in now, FARGO's going to take 2 more nukes in the face any minute now. As someone said on the stream yesterday, going to slap them with a big fresh trout. Well, FARGO's about to get slapped with 2 big fresh trout any second now. There would be the perfect hit, because you would kill all of that. Also there would be a decent hit. Okay, he's killed 2 buildings. It's not hit the economy though, but of course we can see the whole map, but you gotta remember that SEXIIE can't. Another nuke has been launched. Is that going to be here? Yep, it's going to be here. These hackers from FARGO are well hidden. FARGO's taking big damage, but he's not taking economic damage, which is the main thing. SEXIIE's now pushing forward. EMP, that looks like, again. Nice EMP. It's disabled quite a lot of stuff there. Yo, Sleepwalker, by the way, welcome to the channel. If you're new here, by the way, remember to subscribe. I post content on 0 hour most days. Over the last couple of months, a video on 0 hour every day. And yeah, 0 hour is still very, very active. Yeah, with some evenings, like in Europe on the weekends, you'll find like 200 players online sometimes, a lot of which are very good as well, so still very active. FARGO's on 4,200, SEXIIE's on 6k. EMP has come in and disabled the Gatling cannon and the war factory. MiG's coming in again, and this game has been going on for ages. We're almost at the 30-minute mark, but I feel like FARGO's wasting time. I don't think he can win because the economic advantage. Oh, there's a flamer here. Finally, a flamer's been able to go through. And if only he could see the map, he's actually walked past a load of flamers there. Sorry, a load of hackers there, invisible hackers. But yeah, it's actually a veteran, Vet 3. And SEXIIE is moving his hackers out of the way. The MiGs are going to come in and hit that. FARGO, shame. So SEXIIE's continuing to push forward. Yo, Staircase, welcome to the channel. Sexy continuing to push forward. The War Factory might go down here. Yeah, it is going to go down, but the MiGs are going to come in and clear up what was left. The nukes are going to launch again in 2 and 3 minutes, or 4 minutes. Mine's going to be dropped down, I think, somewhere. More MiGs coming in, and the Gatling cannon for Fargo has gone down now, the base defense. War Factory there is very, very low. All these hackers now collecting $10. So he has got some income. He's got 2,100. So he's still on 2,200. MiG's coming in once again, and Sexy's attack is once again at least slowed down. Carpet is coming in now. Unless it's on those bunkers, I can't see it really doing much. Yeah, a little bit useless. I think he's going for the MiGs there, but yeah, well played by SEXIIE. A little bit lame and a little bit slow, and I felt like he struggled in a really overpowered matchup where he should be winning that relatively quick. But at the end of the day, he gets the win. So who are we to judge? Look at the money difference. 261,000 collected for SEXIIE. Mental. So on to the next game. So is SEXIIE going to make a comeback? We're on 4-2 now. I think Fargo gets to choose the next matchup. Let's see what he's going to choose. SEXIIE wants nuke GLA. Maybe he's in charge. Was it Fargo that chose China? I think it was actually, yeah. So therefore SEXIIE gets to choose this. Neutral something. I think I know what he means. Neutral threats. Yeah, I think this is what he means. Okay, so jumping into the 7th game, we are 1 hour 34 in, and we are 4-2 up for Fargo. So welcome to a Natural Threats, and we got SEXIIE versus Fargo. If you just tuned in, we're best of 11, so first to win 6 games. Fargo is already 4-6 of the way there, and this time we've got SEXIIE in the north with the China nuke in the pink, and in the south we've got GLA Vanilla for Fargo, and he is in the cyan color. So, Natural Threats. I haven't actually played on this map for ages, and I think it's because it's not one of the ranked maps. There is a Terracar there, so generally the the GLA wants to be getting the Terracar nice and early, wants to be getting inside of that, and then killing at least one truck, or one dozer, or at least something. Or the first unit, and straight away that sets you ahead if you kill one of them first things, so. Whereas the nuke player, you can do what SEXIIE's doing with 2 war factories, or you can bunker off one side with the barracks. You got this bunker here, and this bunker here, combined with placing your own bunker or your own Gatling cannon or something, it can be quite a strong defense. But SEXIIE's actually choosing to be more aggressive. He's gone for 2 war factories. He's going to be going for battle masters and flamers. And he's going to be trying to get in the supply lines of Fargo, whereas Fargo's going to try and stop SEXIIE getting in the supply lines. But he's skipped all the tunnels back at home, so he's got to really, really hope that he's going to be able to stop everything coming in. The first Terracar is going to hit a battle master and cause some damage to the war factory, so really, really nice. SEXIIE straight away is set a little bit behind. These RPGs immediately want to go inside of these buildings. This is slow from Fargo. Especially since he's actually waypointed these terrorists wrong as well. Where's the technical? Where's the technical? Yeah, because he skipped the tunnel back at home, he is... Is that a fake? Looks like a fake arms dealer. That's what's happened. It's a fake arms dealer. SEXIIE managed to pick off a few RPGs there, but the Battlemaster is going to go down. FARGO's going to be allowed to get in that bunker, and now over here, SEXIIE's going to get in the supply lines. This is bad from FARGO. He's going to let his supply line be entered. He has got a terrorist here, so he's got to be lucky and hope that SEXIIE's not paying attention. And then this Battlemaster will go down, but the Battlemaster is going to be able to get in the supply line. This is bad from FARGO, letting a Battlemaster in like that. All the workers going down. This tunnel's going to be stopped as well, so SEXIIE straight away is, I would say, ahead. Even though SEXIIE lost that first Battlemaster there, he lost one over here, straight away SEXIIE is ahead. I'd rather be in SEXIIE's position right now. FARGO, though, is on a third supply. He now has the technical out. He didn't scrap it up there, though. Potentially a fatal mistake, because he could have come over here, hunted the dozer or something, and scrapped it up to a super tech, and that can win you the game right there. Terrorists are slowing SEXIIE down a little bit, at least. FARGO's only collecting with 2 workers so far. Has finished that tunnel now. It's now collecting from the middle. 2 Battlemasters now coming in from SEXIIE, and he's not going to get in the supply line with that one, but this one here might be able to get somewhere. Let's see. Nice terror tech there. He's used 2 terrorists to kill the propaganda center. Very, very nice pick off. He's not actually got the veteran technical, which is a little bit weird. Workers are going to take a hit again. He's got another terrorist in there, which is actually going to use to send away this Battlemaster. Very, very nice. That terrorist is actually going to hit this time. Very, very nice. He saved all his workers as well, so that's one way of defending against the Battlemasters, using the terrorists. Very good. Yeah, remember the score is 4-2, so if FARGO wins this one, he's only 1 away then from winning the money. Tech RPG is stopped, but there's a terrorist in there as well, and 2 Battlemasters have been picked off there from SEXIIE. His propaganda center was hit then as well, so he's only on this 1 Overlord, and if there's even a few like RPGs out, then he's going to be able to push this Overlord back a little bit. Or at least defend for a bit until he can get to a palace, or maybe he wants to get his oil first. Actually, the palace is there, and that's actually quite far forward, so is that risk of going down, actually, depending on how successful this flamer is. Do have a cough, by the way, so bear with me with my voice. This technical needs to move out of the way very, very soon. Actually, he was just harassing the trucks there, so actually not really achieving that much. We've got several RPGs out here on the left-hand side, though, and the supply is probably going to be going down. He needs to target this Battlemaster straight away, which he is doing, so he doesn't lose too many of these RPGs when it does get close. There is an ECM out now as well. Overlord is continuing to push forward, and the Flamer is going to get close to the palace. The supply is at least going to take some damage, but the Flamer is now going to go down. And FARGO at this point can scrap up. Look at all the scrap available there, and SEXIIE's not bothered about trying to save that. Or trying to scrap deny. I don't know why FARGO's not going for the scrap. It's just completely baffling me, because the super tech by itself can win the game, but FARGO's not paying attention there. Terrorists once again. FARGO's use of these terrorists has been very, very decent. Oh no, double scrap Marauder is about to go down. Jarman, I think, is going to get inside of that Overlord, and is going to pick off that ECM. One Overlord going down. Needs to run away with that Overlord now. Save it. Save it for another time. Go in the tunnel and re-heal. Because then I don't think SEXIIE can win. SEXIIE's so far behind now, because Fargo's already on 3 supplies. SEXIIE's only on 1. Fargo also has a tunnel up on the right hand side. Another bad pop from Fargo. What have I been saying about these bad pops from Fargo? He's losing loads of stuff here. Even though he had the advantage there army-wise, the pop was just too late. And again, he's losing units when he doesn't necessarily need to. He's way ahead here. He shouldn't really be losing this at all. Again, they're almost losing that Overlord. Needs to just attack from this right side instead. Don't take the engagement over here. Use GLA's abilities, which is to quickly teleport units in and around these tunnels. Battlemaster going down there for SEXIIE. And the supply's about to go down as well. And SEXIIE's now faced with, does he go back and defend and lose this area, or does he carry on push it and lose his supply? But Fargo just has so much now. Fargo's just capturing his oil. Actually, it's a little bit late. No black market yet, and I can't see Jean and Cal back on the field. Lotus is now out, but she's at the wrong side. She needs to be over here capturing this oil. Juan Pablo said it looks bad for SEXIIE. Totally agree with you. He's only collected on 1 supply, and that's the one he built back over here now. Charmakel is back out. Dozer's going to get sniped here, and Power's going to get taken, I think. I think that's SEXIIE's last Dozer as well, so now SEXIIE's Dozerless, and Fargo's going to be on Power. So yeah, Power's placed down. And his base is placed down 3 Powers. He's on 5k though, so he's way, way ahead. Lotus is about to capture the oil now. Dozer is finally picked off. Fargo's now already on 3 power plants. Yeah, for anyone who's new to the game or don't really know, you build a power plant and GLA builds at twice the speed, so quads can build in like 3 seconds. RPGs can build in literally a matter of 1 or 2 seconds. It's just become so overpowered. Yes, SEXIIE is looking under heavy pressure. This is not such a bad attack though. He's charging straight through the center with his Overlords and ECMs. That ECM is taking heavy damage, and that's actually quite an important unit, even though you may not think so. That's actually going to be responsible for deflecting rockets in a little bit. Fargo in the meantime is establishing some tunnels on the left. He's got a burst coming in on the right. He needs a Jarman though, desperately, to defend this. He can't really fight this without a Jarman. Somehow that's been disabled by the Lotus. Truck going down there. Lotus is going to take a bit of damage. She's not going to be able to disable that again, I don't think. But all these trucks are going down. It's more XP and more bounty for Fargo. Fargo's base is taking heavy fire. I feel like Fargo had such a big advantage before, and he's kind of thrown it away a bit. He's letting kind of SEXIIE back into it. Well, actually, not really back into it, but this is a bit sloppy, allowing this to happen. Like, where's the Jarman? He's got power. The Jarman's just sat over here chilling. I think Fargo's just worried about killing the base, and at this point, to be honest, this is one way of doing it. Sacrifice this, because as soon as he kills all the buildings, it will be GG anyway. Only a few buildings remaining for SEXIIE now, and it's kind of a last-ditch attempt by these 3 overlords. Even though they're doing pretty well, his whole base is getting wrecked. GG from SEXIIE, and that is Fargo going 5-2 up. So Fargo's only 1 away from victory now. He's going to play Nuke next. Defeated. So the map was natural threats. So Fargo will play on the north now with China Nuke, and in the south will be SEXIIE with was it GLA Vanilla? Yeah, GLA Vanilla, I think. Yeah. I'm just gonna update the scoreboard while we're waiting. Oops. So Fargo's Inf versus GLA in the very first game on Tournament Desert Open Middle was pretty formidable, and SEXIIE didn't really stand a chance. But let's see how Fargo's Nuke versus GLA on this map will do. Is he going to do some aggression down the right-hand side and get in the worker line pretty quick? Let's see. So potentially the last game, if Fargo is going to win this one. We've got Fargo in the north on natural threats. He is Cyan, and then the China Nuke army. And in the bottom middle, we have SEXIIE with the GLA Vanilla in the pink. So is the game going to go similar to how the last one did? Is SEXIIE going to get a strong presence in the center? Is he going to get that Terracon and cause some damage like Fargo did? Is Fargo going to make 2 war factories and 2 supplies? And try and get in the worker line? Is he going to do some aggression like he did in the first game? When he was infantry versus GLA? Two supplies for Fargo. Whoa, this is slow from SEXIIE, I think. He's skipping the arms dealer, I think. Skipping the arms dealer and potentially going for I'm not sure how I feel about that. Skipping the arms dealer and going for a fast oil capture, I think. Whereas Fargo's going to have a load of units on the field with Battlemasters and Flamers. Yeah, not sure how I feel about skipping the arms dealer. It might work, but as soon as like a Battlemaster or something gets here and you run out of RPGs to fight it, it might go a bit pear-shaped. But I don't know. It depends where the first few units go. If they go on the left-hand side, maybe they'll be able to break through. If they go around here, they could probably just get straight through. But if they go on the right, they probably won't be able to get through because there's 2 tunnels there. I imagine this bunker's going to be taken. There is a terrorist there as well. Battlemaster pushing down this left side, and all of these RPGs here are going to go down. So straight away, SEXIIE's 4 RPGs and 1 worker down. Scrap deny has been placed down, but he doesn't know that there's no actual arms dealer. SEXIIE's going for both of the oils. But Fargo's Flamer here is probably going to spot that and probably going to stop it. It's going to be close, but I think Fargo's wise enough to see that and stop it. Flamer's on the right-hand side as well, going to take out that Flamer, and SEXIIE's position is not looking the greatest. Fargo will now realize what SEXIIE is doing, and even if this Flamer does get pushed back, or even if it doesn't stop this rebel in time, the oil is still going to go down. So that oil is only just paid for the upgrade and the rebel. That's probably it. Yo, welcome to the new subscriber, by the way. I missed the name there. Welcome to the channel. If you're new, check out all my other videos. I upload 0-hour content pretty much every day. It's either a video or a stream, usually most days. So check out my other videos for sure. Some Battlemasters there taking damage, but they are getting through, and there's plenty of RPGs out there now for SEXIIE, and SEXIIE is now on an arms dealer, maybe a fake one though, who knows. Plenty of RPGs out. Propaganda Center is being established, it's on about half. But one Battlemaster I think is going to get in, but that oil has is pure profit for SEXIIE now. Quite a lot of workers going to go down there, about 5 workers, big 1k hit, and SEXIIE's only collecting with 3 workers. I think he's just built one there, so he's on 4 now. But I think this Battlemaster is going to cause some more damage. It's going to kill probably 4 RPGs, or again 3. Not sure what the number of RPGs that you need out is to stop a Battlemaster causing any damage. It's probably like 5 or 6. Maybe 7. Quite a bit of damage being caused to SEXIIE here. SEXIIE's being pushed right back. No palace in sight just yet. Oh, potentially a bad pop there because these quads are either going to get killed or get stuck. I think they're both going to get killed. Maybe I stand corrected. One gets killed, one survives on 0 HP. And no palace still from SEXIIE. I thought he was going to be doing a quick palace and then quick to buses. But despite the eco boom that he did in the beginning, FARGO is still like technologically ahead because he's got his tech building, whereas GLA does not have his palace. And to fight these overlords, you're going to need Jarman. There's no way. But it's looking to me like FARGO's going to win this 6-2 because he's already on an oil. He's already getting a 3rd supply. SEXIIE just has no answer sometimes to FARGO's aggression. That palace is a bad position. This all is a bad position. Because just think when you get level 2 artillery and level 2 artillery and the carpet, it's just going to nail all of that. All of that's going to be killed in one go. So a bad congregation of buildings. Flamer there is going to be able to clear out that. If I was FARGO now, I'd be making a command center. Overlord and ECM is still going to push forward. He's going to take out the barracks, but little does he know that the palace is nowhere near even finishing, so... Yeah. Daniel says, why is SEXIIE making quads versus nuke? Actually, yeah, good point. I actually don't know. Maybe he's expecting a helix. Quads in numbers when they get vetted up are really strong against Battlemasters. Maybe that's why. And maybe his long-term goal is to get buses and quads, which is a deadly combo versus nuke. Maybe that's what he wants to do, but I feel like now SEXIIE's re-establishing a barracks there. He's got another one over here though. But SEXIIE's just going to lose his supply. Flame is just going to come in and just wreck all of this. SEXIIE's looking on the rocks to say the least. It's not looking good for him. SEXIIE has cleared out that 3rd supply there. Troop crawler now been established, a little bit strange. FARGO's Lewis though, where the hell is FARGO's Lewis? I'm not sure where the Lewis is. Dozer's been picked off there, a little bit out of position by FARGO. Overlord taking heavy damage from the palace, but as soon as that ECM gets there, it's going to do a lot less damage, and that palace is probably going to go down first, I think. The Flamer is coming in as well, just in case that Overlord does go down. The Flamer's there just to kill everything anyway. That Overlord does need to be careful though. He's taking very close to a deadly amount of damage. On the right side, SEXIIE has now pushed forward and is now killing the War Factory with quads. Now capturing FARGO's oil as well. Jarman is finally out. Very, very slow though. But the whole of SEXIIE's base has been completely destroyed. SEXIIE's only got that barracks left, and that is it. But saying that, Fargo's base is under attack as well. But even this one Overlord and ECM will be able to clear this up. But Jarman is out, though. And that can kind of change the... that could kind of change the game. I would actually personally flame wall that Overlord. To stop SEXIIE getting it. Needs to be careful here, Fargo, because if that ECM goes down, that Overlord's dead. Oh man, that is very, very bad. And suddenly, it's gone from Fargo completely destroying SEXIIE to SEXIIE potentially still in this. SEXIIE's on 2,300, so he could, if he's still got a worker. Has he still got any workers? He's still got a worker there. He could, if it doesn't die now. He could still be in this. I don't know how SEXIIE's still alive. This is absolutely crazy. There is an Overlord here, so if he gets that Overlord, it's going to really, really help him. And Fargo has gone from a massively winning position to actually suddenly it's looking very, very even, or maybe even in favor of SEXIIE. As soon as SEXIIE's re-established on some supplies back in his base, so it's not going to be good. But saying that, Fargo does have the better support powers, though. Artillery is coming in. I personally probably would have used the artillery there. That's a bad hit. Would have used it there because then you're able to clear out this and take the middle. Troop Crawler is out, and that's going to be useful for getting the Overlords back. Very, very useful. I'm still waiting for the carpet. I don't think I've seen carpet. Overlord is captured, and he's building a supply. Back at home, he's now on 2 supplies. Overlord has sniped something else. Sniped the Flamer. You see, if that artillery had been used there, you would have been able to clear that out, and you'd have complete control of the center. Able to build more supplies in the center, and he needs it because he's not got that supply there, but... Yo, Stasov Anton, welcome. More units and buildings from SEXIIE going down. The command center is being flamed down from the stolen Flamer. And Fargo's going to have to now go back and rebuild his command center. It's going to be sold probably just in time. He gets the 1k back. He's going to be able to rebuild it and not the full cost. But Jarman is still out. And Jarman is the thing causing problems here. And SEXIIE has managed to turn this around. This is what, probably the comeback of this series. If he's able to go on and win it. Remember, the carpet is yet to fire yet, I think. And the carpet could change this completely. Mines as well is very important. EMP out later as well. SEXIIE's now on a 3rd supply. Tunnels going down everywhere for SEXIIE. That Overlord needs to be... sorry, the Jarman needs to be careful. And that ECM needs to be careful. Because if that ECM gets picked off, then these Overlords are doomed. But he has pushed forward. He's got like a real strong amount. And actually, SEXIIE just GG's right there. That's crazy. I think, has his Jarman gone down? I'm not even sure. But with the Jarman, I think he could have slowly picked away this army. But Fargo pulls it back. He felt he was in like a really strong position. Then SEXIIE looked in a strong position. And then Fargo managed to come back from the comeback. So, yeah, well played. Just going to update the score. So that's 6-2 to Fargo. So he does take the $50 sponsored by Lucifer Arise. So this wasn't a tournament or anything. It was just a one-off challenge, best of 11. A good 2 hours of games there. So big thanks to Lucifer Arise continually sponsoring 0 Hour. You can see there, Fargo 64k, SEXIIE 40k, units destroyed, loads more for Fargo. Fargo just playing on another level to SEXIIE in these games. Trying to think back to which games SEXIIE won. He won the infantry the very slow, lame and boring way. And I can't remember whichever matchup he won. Did he win? Yeah, was it the stealth? Stealth versus GLA, I think he won. But apart from that, Fargo just dominated pretty much every game. So yeah, well played to Fargo. Alright, cool. I'm going to take a break for a bit, guys. So that was it for today's stream. Just this one series. So cheers for tuning in. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And I'm preparing some more videos for YouTube over the next few days. So be sure to be tuned in. There should be at least another one tonight. So GG, and I'll see you next time.